Welcome to the project Ship Emissions Levy, an economically and legally viable mechanism for internalizing marine emissions. We're a team of 5 economists and lawyers from continental Europe. This is our proposal to make polluters pay for climate damage caused by maritime emissions. The maritime sector accounts for over 80% of world transport, but still it is exempted from the main climate change agreements. This leads to both a rapid growth of marine emissions and a drop in ship efficiency. Amongst academics and policymakers, it is generally agreed that climate action in this sector would require the pricing of maritime fuel emissions, that such a reform requires unanimous international agreement. However, in the past the latter has proven impossible to reach. To break this deadlock, we propose a scheme whereby a small coalition of countries could price emissions from maritime fuel, even in the absence of an international agreement. In this scheme, emissions from international shipments are subject to an emission levy. When shipping companies voluntarily reveal data to indicate that their emissions were lower than assumed, the shipping company receives a subsidy reflecting the difference between the assumed and the actual emissions. Emissions from domestic river and short sea shipping can be charged through a fuel levy because there are fewer avoidance opportunities than is the case for international shipping. There are 4 main innovations in our proposal. The first innovation concerns defining the base of the emission levy in a way that is resistant to global tax competition. Hence it becomes possible for a single region to start pricing maritime fuel without incurring base erosion, carbon leakage, and negative effects for competitiveness. The second innovation relates to the limits of the acting state's jurisdiction. It is generally believed that the acting state cannot charge emissions released outside its jurisdiction. We show how the legal jurisdiction can be established in a way that allows the appropriate charging of all emissions released on the transport of cargo to and from the acting state's port. The third innovation is on data resources. Previous research found that the available data on emissions is too limited for efficient emissions pricing. We propose a rebate mechanism that raises the data in a cheap way, both for ships inside and outside the acting state's waters. The fourth innovation is that our mechanism has much lower compliance and administration costs than previous proposals. We base our proposal as much as possible on existing data and money transactions, and on existing organizations such as customs authorities. To take this proposal forward, we would be very grateful for researchers joining our team in estimating elasticities and further modeling our mechanism. Second, we would be very grateful for support concerning the political dissemination of the proposal. Thank you very much.